Hi there, just went out to the pub, got a few in me, so let's continue with the specimens. Can't use the raptor claw for this. Delicate incision. Jonas, the Archaeopteryx. Lovely. Okay, we have an Archaeopteryx here. That means ancient wing or ancient feather. Now, you're gonna have to bear with me here. This figure cannot stand up. Look. Poorly positioned angle, so bear with me. I'm gonna find a way how to position it right. Thanks to the magic of blue tack, we've got a more stable position here. Now, Archaeopteryx earns the title of first bird, and rightly so, though it is in fact a transitional specimen between dinosaur and bird. If you look here, you'll see a long tail with vertebrae in it, whereas modern day birds, they've completely lost that. Nice fan of feathers there. And elongated arms with 3 clawed fingers. And the rostrum here, the jaw, contains teeth. Though the feet here do possess 4 digits, including one on the back like modern day birds. Archaeopteryx belongs to the clade which includes birds. By that I mean modern day birds. Thus it is a theropod. It lived 150 million years ago in Europe. It's about the size of a modern day magpie. Archaeopteryx is the epitome of specimens when it comes to origin of the birds. It's been an everlasting one, overlapping nearly 2 centuries. Darwin mentioned this, so did Richard Owen, founders of paleontology. And even to this day, Archaeopteryx has been titled the Dino Bird. And you can see why when you look at them fingers. Now, there are some living fossils about to this day, the Hoatzin, which do bear these clawed arms. No doubt Archaeopteryx would have utilised these claws in a similar manner. Archaeopteryx is regarded as a transitional specimen between a theropod dinosaur and a bird. Though I think I've mentioned that before, but if you can strip away the feathers and look at the skeleton, you'll see what I mean. Scleral rings, which are the rows of bone around the eye sockets, indicate Archaeopteryx was diurnal, which means it engaged in daylight activity. And the area it was found in, alright, forgive me, I cannot pronounce the name of this location. It was a lagoon, fairly arid lagoon, similar to what is Florida. Lush environment, very fertile. And now the wings of Archaeopteryx weren't exactly like that of a modern day bird, though they were capable of powered flight. That's what I've heard. But with a long tail like that and the clawed hands, I would say there was a locomotion mixed in between that of a glider and momentary powered flight. I mean, that's what I'm picturing here. Now, those who have heard of Archaeopteryx may be familiar with this fossil image. Further studies have revealed the presence of melanin. Now, that's the dark pigmentation. Although these finds do not exactly reveal the exact coloration, but do indicate the presence of a dark pigmentation nonetheless. So we don't know to what extent how dark or light Archaeopteryx was, but it's agreed that it was a mixture between both. I mean, in Florida, a similar environment where Archaeopteryx inhabited, you do find birds that are a mixture of both pigmentations. So it's safe to assume that it's a mixture of like light and dark, which is interesting to picture. This mini model here does a decent job of depicting the skull, though I don't see much tooth detailing here, but that would be difficult to pull off given the size. But other than that, this is a really neat model. Kudos to the feathered detailing here. It's an awkward positioning. I'm not sure how you're going to be able to stand this up without blue tack. But nonetheless, very nice model. Archaeopteryx in real life. Make a nice pet. You can imagine one climbing up a tree. I mean, Archaeopteryx was one of many experiments from the transitioning of birds. I mean, it was about 25 million years later, you got Microraptor in Liaoning, China, though they took on a four-wing design. But Archaeopteryx will and forever be the main title of this experimentation. Well done to you, Jonas. Thanks again for watching. Hope that was okay. Alright, I really don't know how to position this specimen, but still, I'd rather keep this in my pocket. It's really cute. Hopefully when we find out more information about Archaeopteryx, in terms of coloration, I could just simply paint over it. Yeah, my dad mentions it a lot, hopefully more dads in the future will be able to do the same. But I never thought of Archaeopteryx being the first bird or anything. But nonetheless, a very interesting specimen. I mean, when it comes around to Jack Horner's idea of reverse engineering, the Chickenosaurus, when we do that, we may get actual Archaeopteryx animals for this process. Well, I have nothing more to say. So stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm gonna be putting out another dino bird specimen. So, ta-ra.